Hey yo, what's up, everybody? It's a new episode of the Ham and Juice podcast with your host, The Juice, me.
Hey
And
guys, it's me Hamza, or as you like to call me, Ham, and we have a very special co-host. This episode we have Malcolm.
I'm back.
yay!
I'm back, boys.
All right, Malcolm, how you feeling this fine afternoon?
I'm chilling.
Chilling.
You know, I got bad news.
Oh shoot, what
I
happened?
realized
Yeah.
if you don't know now, you know. I'm a university student, and my
Okay.
next semester is all online again.
Oh yeah, that's happening
It's
to
pretty
me
rough.
too.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, man. Okay, look, man, I'm moving back. I think is the plan, but like I'm still doing online, which sucks. Cause like I've already signed the lease anyway, Like I'm
gang,
still
gang,
paying.
gang,
Anyway,
Honestly,
gang.
I'm half considering taking a gap because online classes just there's no motivation.
that's
But that
true.
means, I see that. We're gonna see how it turns out. But today we have a very special episode.
We have a couple rappers that are going to be mostly highlighted in this episode. One, namely, being 6ix9ine,
Gang, gang.
every single time because he is basically the news right now. And we have the king of misogyny, Future himself.
Yeah, the goat.
So I think let's just get right into it. So, I think first thing let's do is let's talk about Drake. Let's talk
Gang,
about Drake.
gang. I love
Drake.
Drake.
We know Jason absolutely adores Drake.
You hate Drake.
I don't not like Drake.
Who would have guessed Drake would put some Toronto rappers in his top five?
Yeah,
Who would
exactly.
guess?
Yeah, so we're talking about Drake's top 5 rappers. He recently just posted this.
Okay.
This was May 14th for anybody who was just wondering when he posted this. But top 5 is Biggie, Hav, Wayne, Young Tony, and Andre 3000. So, Jason, what do you think about this?
He liked Wayne because he worked with him.
That's true.
Young Money,
I
come on.
mean, yeah, fair enough. I mean, Wayne did kind of put him on. Malcolm, what do you think about this?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I know who Andre 3000 is. I had no idea who Young Tony was until Drake brought him up. So it's definitely some Toronto promotion.
Yeah, he's kind of. I don't really remember even listening to him. I only know him because like he's sort of part of Drake's like crew, I guess.
Crew.
I think the only music he released was in the early to mid 2000s,
Yes.
and I've done some digging. He's only really tweeted about listening to him back in 2010,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
Hey, Drake can keep a secret. He hid the baby from the world.
that's true.
He can
That's
hide
true.
his
I
musical
mean, not for
taste
long
too.
though.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I mean, maybe Pusha will come out and make a diss track on Young
The
Tony.
baby.
Distract on Young Tony.
Tony. Well, talking about the other guys though, I mean Biggie, Hav, Wayne, and Andre are kind of.
I like Hove. I like
mean,
Biggie.
Yeah,
I like Wayne.
yeah. I mean, there's not really they're not really interesting picks. I will say. I mean, you don't really often see Biggie,
Yeah. It's Drake. He's a safe
Young
pick.
Tony on the same list, but I mean, yeah. No, I guess this just shows how mainstream Drake is, and well, that's not a bad thing. I mean, it just.
Well, you want backpack rappers?
Uh, I mean that would have been interesting because then you could have seen at least some influences. I mean, maybe like if Drake had put on like Griselda or something, I would have been like, what?
If you put
But,
Skepta, I'd be laughing.
oh my god. Well, it's probably true. I mean, he definitely does listen to Skepta.
Big up.
Moving on to the next big thing, we have Pop Smoke's debut album.
Gang, gang. Pop Smoke.
is-
Posthumous.
The release date has been announced. It will be June 12th.
He's got a documentary coming out too, eh?
Yeah. How do you feel about Pop Smoke, Malcolm?
Honestly, Pop Smoke, I mean, I feel like I'm in the boat of a lot of other people where I didn't really get to hear too much of his music until after he was dead. And like
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
that's a pretty common trend. I'd only heard like probably a track or two before, but after he died, I started listening a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real sad.
So a posthumous album, I'd definitely listen to it.
I mean, I've listened to the couple mixtapes he's had out before, but I mean, he was considered, at least in the hip hop community, to be very like up next. If you understand what I'm saying, like people thought he was gonna blow up.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, he's got a pretty unique sound. Like
He could have
considering the
been the
game right
next to
now.
Baby. That's for sure.
I don't think it would have been the next baby. I think he would have been
You
better.
don't like
Baby.
the baby. You don't
Yeah,
mention
yeah.
the baby on
But
Home's podcast.
no, we do not. But Jason does it anyway. The main concerns I have about this is, being respectful to
Mm-hmm.
Pop Smoke, to his estate.
Yeah.
I mean,
He already
it is kind
dead.
of- that's true. I mean, let him rest. You know what I mean?
Let sleeping dogs lie, you know.
Gang,
Right,
gang.
yeah. But yeah, honestly, I'm very hyped about this. I don't really.
All right.
All right,
Gang, gang.
next up, we have a very unique track. I wouldn't even say it's unique, but it's up next by the man, the myth, the legend is 6IX9INE.
Yeah. His song Gooba came
Yes.
out recently with a lot of critical acclaim and critics to talk about it. We hear a lot of opinions about Mr. 6IX9INE and his music. Personally, I think
yeah.
he's the best.
You think he's the best rapper out? Would you say he's better than the baby?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's better
I'm
than the
gonna use
baby.
this in the future.
Wow.
I think it, I think
I attest to that. I heard that. You know,
I think he's better
that's
than the
leverage.
baby. I think he's just as good as Drake. I think his message is really good for the youths, that anyone can change from being a criminal to a law-abiding citizen. When you see in his music video, he's wearing the ankle bracelet, so he's clearly following the law.
I will definitely say that I enjoyed the track a lot, and that he is working very closely with the law. Like a good citizen.
We should
One way of putting it.
we gotta respect our law enforcement, and that is what Mr. 6IX9INE is doing exactly. In these trying times, we should obey the government.
Yeah. Mr. 6IX9INE respects the police and he shouts them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What else we got, fellas?
6IX9INE has done a lot this weekend.
No, I know. We're moving on to the next thing that happened involving 6IX9INE.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, many of you may know the king of misogyny, Future. Well, this is going to be a pretty future-heavy episode. I'm not going to lie, because of one thing that happened with him.
What the Future do?
Basically, Future and 6IX9INE's baby mama are beefing.
Oh no.
Okay,
Why?
so I don't know. I don't know.
Who said who? What did they say? What did they say?
So from what I understand, this woman keeps attacking Future on her Instagram stories.
I would.
Referencing
She
Lori
belongs
Harvey.
to the streets.
Yeah, exactly. Referencing Lori Harvey and her history with Diddy, yada yada yada.
Ooh.
Basically, Future tweets out, "I feel disrespected." Obviously, he's not mad. Wait, I'm just gonna paraphrase what he tweeted out. Obviously, he isn't mad that that really went over some of y'all pathetic brains. He's not, but he feels disrespected, and then he tweeted out Omerta.
This is your interpretation?
Yeah, it's a bit hard to read. I'm
okay.
Not gonna lie.
That's a fine.
Yeah, and he also tweeted out she belongs to the streets.
Yeah, let's go. He said the line.
He said the line.
Said the thing, boys. He said the thing.
He said the thing, man. It's amazing. This is amazing.
So yeah, I mean, I know 6IX9INE is not really affiliated with the baby mama as much anymore, but like, it's just interesting to see how he influences the community.
This isn't even done yet, and the baby mama wrote back that with 9 baby mamas, you're more for the streets than I am. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's brutal.
I mean, just to clarify, he's only had 6 different women with children. So,
and he live a wild life.
That's true. That's true.
Life is good.
I don't even. What do I?
What do you mean?
This drama is like wrapping around my. I don't even understand what's happening here. This goes back deep, man. This is deep. This
Future
baby mama drama is. It just keeps going, Jason. It's a conspiracy. It's a Mother's Day conspiracy, Jason. I swear to God.
It's just
I
because
can't
Mr.
understand.
Man,
Mr.
all I'm
Future
saying
has
is,
multiple mamas don't mean it's a problem. I think that's between him. I think you should leave it off the Twitter. I think all the baby mamas should leave it off Twitter. But
Well, he
they
did share his Happy Mother's Day messages to the mothers of his children.
the fact that he's got so many baby mamas, like, bro, don't be silly. Wrap the wheelie.
6
Come on.
children with 6 women, Malcolm.
Like that's yeah. The first time it's like, oh damn, I made a mistake. But then like after it's like, wait, wait,
also
wait.
I don't know. I can't really judge a man on how he decides to like raise a or start a family or whatnot. Because I don't have one.
This isn't even starting a family though. He's just got 6 baby mamas.
He named one of his kids Future Zahir Wilburn.
Future's a hero.
His name is Future. His son's name is literally Future.
Future Junior.
Gang gang.
What?
Hey, we've heard weirder names on this podcast for babies.
I'm looking at his mother. It just keeps going, man. Happy Mother's Day, C. Baby Future is live. Appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day, India. Such a great mother. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for holding down my prince down, Brit. My son, Cash Mother, real one. Joy, thank you for being an incredible mom. I don't know if the
Well, you don't like what his personal life choices, Hamza? What's going on here?
I would say
I
it's a
thought you
little
liked
hard to
Future.
raise 6 children by 6 different women.
He has a lot of money, So I
That's
don't
true,
think
but Jason, money isn't everything when it comes to parenting.
so financial problems are a lot of the reasons why relationships don't work.
That's true.
Not all of the reasons, but it is a big problem. If you don't handle the finances, you'll realize stress is coming up, and you got to do stuff. And I mean,
This is
as
not
long
really
as
a
Future,
family parental advice podcast. We're actually going to be working through some divorce issues. Please send it in, and I'll have Jason look through it.
I'm not a
Malcolm, what
lawyer.
are some of your marital issues right now?
I'm not married. Neither is Malcolm, and neither are you.
Single boys.
Malcolm, could you please tell us your marital issues for the podcast so Jason
Marital issues is I don't got any.
Jason, what do you suggest?
I know there's a really popular divorce lawyer. He lives down the block. I won't say his name, but he's the GOAT.
Jason, he's single. How do we fix him being single?
Future?
No, Malcolm.
Tinder.
Okay. All right, moving
Thanks,
on.
man. Wow.
That was pretty brutal, Jason. That doesn't really help anything.
I'm not a relationships. I'm not
Boy,
Steve.
we both know damn well that ain't what Tinder's for.
Anyway, moving on. Doja Cat, Jason.
Doja
Oh my
Cat
God.
put on Twitter
I am letting Jason handle this thing. Me and Malcolm are staying out
Okay,
of it.
Doja Cat put on Twitter that she will show her boobs hard on the Twitter if her song becomes number one. All the people on Internet Army played her song over and over again on the Billboard 100 charts, and lo and behold, she got number one. She went on Instagram Live to reveal herself, only to reveal her treachery. She said, "Oh, I have to reveal my boobs hard now. I won't." Ha 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 ha! She laughs menacingly. Many men were heartbroken that day.
You guys got played. How does it feel getting played? You got played. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they played her song and got played. It was a triple play on her part.
Oh my God.
Triple play for a triple platinum track.
I remember this happened. Jason sent me the video where she says it was just a joke or whatever, and it was followed by like 7 crying emojis or something like that. I really felt his pain at that moment, you know?
I'm not gonna say I cried.
I'm gonna say that.
He's just not gonna say it.
But I know a couple people who did. So
Yeah,
it is a little it's a little tragic. We don't. It doesn't matter what she promised. It's about the principle, right? We don't lie. We don't lie about what we promise. Whether it's about showing your boobs or showing up to move someone or showing up to help somebody in their time of need, you don't lie. You stick to your word. That's how I was raised. Wow, I don't know how Doja Cat was raised. If she made a promise, she just keep to a promise, no matter what that is. Don't make these unreasonable requests. Wow. Even though she played everybody.
That's true.
But hey, she made the hustle. She succeeded. But at what cost to her?
Moral integrity. God damn.
Cost.
Well, moving on to another disappointment. We have the Nav album.
Gang, gang, Nav gang.
All right. Nav is known as the hottest brown boy in the game because he's the only brown boy in the game. So we have the third Nav album. It is called Good Intentions. I'm looking at the Apple Music bio and it says if you're looking for a snapshot of rap's most ubiquitous sounds of the moment, look no further than Nav's Good Intentions. This is how you know that Apple Music lies. I'm looking at this thing and it is probably the stupidest. Okay, I can't swear on this podcast. The stupidest album I have ever listened to, probably this year, maybe also last year,
Mm-hmm.
excluding the big day. This is 18
Okay.
songs and 15 minutes. Um, there are no actual good songs on this, except maybe Turks, because that has Travis Scott. But otherwise, I don't think there was a single good song on this. Why? He has nothing to say. There's no. It's like he's a robot, but like actually, like just like he's like it's like he's Cleverbot. You know Cleverbot? You guys remember Cleverbot?
Yeah, the
That
AI
little
thing
I
that
remember
try to
Cleverbot.
talk like messages.
it's like it's brown Cleverbot. That's what this sounds like. And he
Holy.
just got a little bit better production
Yeah.
because he has more money
Gang,
than the
gang.
last couple albums. There was massive promotion from The Weeknd. He's still promoting merch from this album. I don't know why The Weeknd has this guy on his label. It is so bad, so generic. The issue with this album is not that it is bad actually necessarily, it's just that it's so incredibly generic that you hate yourself as you listen to it. It is a piece of garbage and should be burned. There was a track
Okay.
called Brown Boy.
Wow.
Sure.
I expected myself to vibe with a track called Brown Boy at
If you
least.
didn't know Hamza is brown,
Yeah,
now
from
you
the cover.
know.
But no, nothing. I was crying the entire time.
I see.
God.
Yeah. I mean, I know you want Nat to succeed, but like some people just don't.
I, I, I think the point of that rant was that he doesn't want Nav to succeed.
I wanted to
Oh.
burn in hell.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I think give it a listen if you haven't heard it yet, and you can make up your own conclusions, and also keeping in mind Hamza's.
Yep. Moving on to a little bit better album, we have Lil Durk's album.
Gang
An
gang, Dirt
actual,
gang.
an actual good album. A very impressive album actually to me because I haven't listened to Lil Durk. Malcolm, do you know Lil Durk?
Nah, bro.
He's
Nah.
actually quite good. It's called Just
Okay.
Cause Y'all Waited 2.
Ooh.
The first
Woody woo.
mixtape that called Just Cause Y'all Waited actually pretty good. But
Okay.
I definitely think that this is. I don't want to say it's the better Nav album because it's definitely a Lil Durk album, but it's good. Give it a listen.
Yeah.
He has a song called Gucci Gucci featuring Gunna, so that's like 3 G's, which means something.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Gucci Gucci Gunna.
also if you want like a more maybe sadder track, there's a song called Broke Up in Miami. If you want to break up in Miami, I
Yeah.
would definitely recommend that. Yeah.
I have a new story.
What do you got, Jason?
K-pop stans realize Joji is pink guy. And he said
Oh,
the N-word on one of the Pink Guy albums, and they want to cancel Joji and say Joji is canceled party or Joji is over party. In this news, they realized that the sad boy vibes that Joji was saying wasn't the only thing he was saying.
that's true. Malcolm, I understand you're a big fan of Joji. I
I am.
understand.
So how
I
do you feel about people realizing he said the N-word in his other songs, and they want to cancel him for saying the N-word?
So here's kind of my take on that. I'm very white. I don't really have a say on whether or not someone else can say the N word.
Okay.
That's not my department. You know,
Okay.
that's you know, there's no one else I can say there. But what I will say is I mean, 6ix9ine is not African American. He said
No.
it a lot, and yet there's no cancel 6ix9ine culture.
Yeah, but
So
it's
judging
not.
Joji based on a
Mhm.
character he portrayed in the past doesn't
Okay.
make a ton of sense to me.
But it's the
However,
fan
people
base.
that are genuinely offended by it, I can
Okay.
understand why, and I can agree if that makes sense.
With the K-pop stans.
The K-pop stands, I don't get why they're upset.
Okay, here's my take. I think
Also,
I'm basically saying what Malcolm's saying here, but
come on, guys.
it doesn't really hurt anyone what like the fact that Filthy Frank in a channel designed to be like, do not be this person, said the N word.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was intentionally edgy and grungy content. Like
It's
it's designed for shock factor.
right, like it's literally like saying, do not be this person. There is if anyone has like a shred of nuance or can understand why he does this, then you would clearly understand that I like it's not unironic or it's like I mean I hate people being like I'm ironically doing this stuff, but it's true in this case.
Yeah, yeah.
I I mean again I am also not black, so I can't really say this, but I mean just browsing Twitter, maybe you've seen that screenshot where there's a white K-pop stan being like, "How dare Joji say this? This is horrible." And a black guy replies to her saying, "This is fine. I get it. It's ironic." And then the white girl utters a racial slur in her reply, which really goes to show that this really goes to show that there is no actual like like offense being taken here. It's just looking for someone to be offended about.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I mean,
I personally
yeah,
liked Filthy Frank's character,
Yeah,
and what he
yeah.
you
stood
would.
for.
What is that supposed to mean?
But I really like Joji's music, so seeing the differences, people. I get why people would be surprised because he has radically changed from his previous character to who he is as a musician and an artist now.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean,
It's
if
totally
you,
different fan base, right?
yeah, that's
Except
true.
for Malcolm,
Completely different.
who liked them both.
Then again, I mean, if you're just
I
learning
did
about
like them
this like
both.
right now,
You
I
dumb,
don't know
stupid, or
how.
dumb?
Yeah,
Huh?
pick one. Pick one. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb, Jason? Pick one.
I don't know. That's a line from the new song Gooba.
That's true.
Stupid.
You stupid.
I,
Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. We got this week unless you got something
any
else.
any track recommendations?
Actually, yes, I do. Kenny Beats and Slow Tie have just released a song. It is called. Hold up,
Gang
Ram
actually.
gang.
Ranch.
It is called Magic.
Ram
Woo!
I mean,
Ranch.
if you like Ram Ranch, this is probably a better version of Ram Ranch. Not gonna lie, it's pretty crazy.
Crazy.
It's abrasive. Slow Tie is known for being probably the best rapper that UK has right now, aside from
Gang
maybe
gang. Skepta?
uh, Skepta's pretty good too, right? But
Come on,
also
dude.
his crazy abrasive rap. I mean, he's kind of similar to Denzel Curry. He's worked with Denzel Curry.
Uh huh. Uh
Um,
huh.
yeah, I mean, if you want some crazy hot fire, I would go for that track. Magic by Kenny Beats and Slow Tie.
Gang gang.
Malcolm, what have you been listening to?
Honestly, man, like not a ton of music's been released during quarantine, at least from my perspective. Um, only stuff I've been really listening to is stuff from the past year. So I haven't really been listening to much new stuff. I'm kind of out of the loop.
No, that's cool. But like, what
The
are you listening
Scots
to
was
right
good.
now?
That's
Okay.
kind of the newest track I've listened to. The
All right.
Scots. It was
All
it
right.
was decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I've been listening to Gooba nonstop in my house, so it's been going on all the
Yeah,
time.
I'm
Whether I'm like
not a
playing
6ix9ine boy.
games, watching like a movie,
mhm.
doing stuff,
Going to
whatever.
sleep,
I
waking
wake
Watching
up,
up,
Clone
my
Wars.
alarm is Gooba. It's like
showering,
it's all Gooba. The Rat King is the king of New York.
crying in
Shout
my
out to
room
law
to Google.
enforcement. He not repping red, he repping the blue
He
and the
read in the
badge. Let's go.
It's true. It's very true. Yeah, I think I'm really mainly listening to Bald Remix by JPEG
Ooh.
Mafia and Denzel Curry. I love Curry's flow on it.
Yeah, yeah.
What else am I listening to? I'm listening to. Let me look here. I popped on Venom to remember my homies.
Let's go, Venom! There's a video of me and Hamza and I think Malcolm jamming a
Malcolm's definitely
Venom
there.
Oh, I
in the
was definitely
car.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout-
We do. There's probably like 6 or 7 videos, honestly. Probably a lot
Yeah.
of those. I'm listening to what else we got here?
Got that adrenaline momentum,
Yeah, no. That's If I Ruled the World by Nas, and
Nuts.
a couple of weekend tracks, but other than that, yeah, nothing much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
the new Kilani album. I've been listening to that, but otherwise, yeah.
Kalani?
Yeah, shout out to Young Ma. But yeah, it's like a deep cut Young Ma reference. Jason is a massive Young Ma fan, by the way.
Yeah, she's the best. Ooh.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna wrap up here. I'd like to say, Malcolm,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Appreciate
My
that.
pleasure.
it's been an honor and a pleasure.
It has been.
Yeah.
Again, if you have any suggestions for some music we should review,
Any
or any
questions, comments,
comments,
queries, put it in the
Concerns.
comments below.
and I promise I will fix the mixing for this episode. By the way, I mean you're probably hearing this at the end, but I've had a lot of comments about that. Again, shout out Jason for the new channel art. Jason has been doing an amazing job on these,
Gang,
and
gang.
yeah, again, thank you, Malcolm, and see you next week. All right, peace.